You know, every now and then you get a game on the NBA schedule that, on paper, you just kind of glance over. March 9th, 2026. The Golden State Warriors, a team clawing for a playoff spot, visiting the Utah Jazz, who were, well, not. But what happened that night? Whoa. It wasn't just another game. It turned into this incredible story of injuries, unlikely heroes, and a final score that sent some serious shockwaves through the league.
And I mean, just look at the tail of the tape here. This tells you everything you thought you needed to know before tip-off. You've got the Warriors sitting right at 32-32, desperate for every single win, and then you have the Jazz at 20-45, basically just playing out the season. This should have been a cakewalk, right?
But here's the first major twist in the story. This wasn't just a mismatch, it was a battle of the walking wounded. Seriously, both of these squads were pretty much falling apart before they even got on the court, hit with injuries and illnesses that totally changed how this game was going to go.
And man, the list of who was out is pretty staggering. For Golden State, the big one, of course, no Stephen Curry. That's a game changer on its own. But they were also missing key guys like Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford. And the Jazz, they weren't exactly healthy either, with their young guns, Ace Bailey and Isaiah Collier, both sidelined. So with all the stars out, the stage was suddenly set for someone completely unexpected to step up.
So you'd think, even with their injuries, the Warriors' experience would be enough to handle business. Well, not so fast. From the very beginning, this game just refused to follow the script. It immediately turned into an absolute back-and-forth nail-biter. 19. Just let that number sink in. There were 19 lead changes in this game. This wasn't some slow, methodical game. This was a slugfest, with both teams just trading haymakers possession after possession. Neither team could pull away. It was just electric. You know how it is in these tight games, though. There's always that one moment, that one stretch where one team tries to finally break the game open. And after a whole half of just trading blows, it was the underdog Jazz who landed the first real, heavy punch of the night. And here it is, a massive 12-1 scoring run. This wasn't just a couple of lucky shots. This was a dominant stretch of basketball that gave Utah the very first double-digit lead of the entire game. And for the first time all night, you started to think, wait a minute, the Jazz aren't just hanging around. They might actually win this thing.
But you never, ever count out the heart of a champion. The Warriors did what they do. They dug in, they fought back, and they clawed their way right back into it, setting up an absolutely insane finish. It all came down to that final heart-pounding minute where the pressure was just off the charts. So picture this, 113 all, a little over a minute and a half to go. Every single pass, every dribble, every shot now carries the entire weight of the game. This is where heroes and GOATs are made.
And with the game hanging in the balance, who do you think gets the ball? Not a star, not a veteran, no. It found its way into the hands of maybe the most unlikely hero you could possibly imagine. In a game defined by who wasn't there, the biggest moment belonged to a guy just fighting to prove he belonged in the league at all. Okay, so let's pause for a second, because you really have to understand this term to get how wild this is. A two-way player is someone who splits their time between the main NBA team and its G League affiliate. These aren't guys on guaranteed multi-million-dollar deals. They're on the fringe, grinding every single day, just hoping for a chance. They are not the guys you design a game-winning play for. And that's who got the rock. With the clock ticking down in a tied game, it's Blake Hinson, the two-way player who has the ball in his hands. He takes the shot, a three from the right wing, and he nails it with just under 30 seconds left. Can you even believe it? An absolutely unbelievable shot that just silenced the Warriors bench. And after two more clutch free throws from another Jazz two-way player, Elijah Harkless, sealed the deal. That was your final, 119-116. The depleted, scrappy, underdog Utah Jazz had done the impossible. They had stunned the Warriors. A result like this isn't just one game. It's so much more than that. It creates ripples that affect both teams. So let's break it down. How did this happen, and what did this one upset really mean for both of these franchises moving forward? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is right here on this chart. Look at the difference at the free throw line. The Jazz were practically automatic, knocking down 27 of their 29 attempts. The Warriors, though, only 14 for 21. That's 7 points they just left on the table. In a game you lose by 3, that's everything. Ouch. And for Utah, it was a total team effort. Brice Sensabaugh had a great game with 21 points, Kyle Filipowski was an absolute monster inside with 19 points and 15 rebounds. And Elijah Harkless, our other two-way hero, had the game of his life with a career-high 16 points. For Golden State, De'Anthony Melton's 22 points just weren't quite enough to overcome it. And that's the biggest ripple of all. For the Jazz, this is an amazing win, a huge confidence booster. But for the Warriors, this was a gut punch, a devastating loss to a team they absolutely should have beaten. It dropped them right back to .500 and put their spot in the postseason play-in tournament in some very, very serious trouble. It really makes you think, doesn't it? We tune in to watch the superstars, the LeBrons, the Currys, the household names. But on a random night in March, when all the stars were sitting out, the biggest shot of the game was hit by a two-way player just fighting for his career. In a league built on giants, maybe, just maybe, it's these improbable, shocking, underdog moments that are the real magic of the game.